Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
I will be able to in just a second. I'm finna switch over to my laptop.
Okay.
Is there any way that everyone can mute because there's a lot of feedback?
Okay, let me see if I can mute this.
All right, that's good. That's good. If you wish to type, I think there's a chat box where you can go ahead and chat and so forth if you want. All right. All right. So we're going to start. We're going to start. Let's go to the first. Where's that question? Let's go to the first question, and we're going to Jess. Jess asked how to look for long-term plays. Well, basically, when you're looking for long-term plays, you basically have to know exactly what that stock is about. You have to believe in a particular stock, and you have to know their financials. You definitely must know their financials. You definitely must know where they're heading, if they have any type of catalyst coming up, and so forth. So to get into, let's say if you want to go into this is the perfect example here. Let's go to where is it? Let's go with T. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want T. Let's go with Apple. So to get into a long-term play, there's a lot of scenarios that you have to look at. Now, depending on the long-term play that you want, let's say if you want to do a long-term just to capture the momentum of the stock, where you're thinking, let's say six months to a year from now, or even longer, that you know this stock is going to rise. Right now, they're probably in the preliminary stages. Right now, they're going through a lot of, let's say, transactions going on. Like, for instance, Apple. Apple is going through a lot of things right now. This is why that their price has been stagnant for quite some time, and which I don't like. You know, first of all, I guess they're going through some type of investigation. And let me see if I can pull that up. They're going through some type of investigation with Apple, like right here. You know, Apple's going through some things. All right, so Apple is going through some things right now pertaining their antitrust. So Apple hasn't been moving for quite some time. As you can see, ever since July 16th, July 15th, it's been in a particular range from 142 to 157 or so. It's been here. I definitely love Apple, and I definitely want Apple to rise, to go up. But right now, Apple is stagnant. Reason why, of course, like I said, Apple is going through some type of litigation in court. So they will not. I won't see Apple doing anything for at least a couple of weeks, or at least until this is over. We don't know when this judgment or this antitrust order is going on right now. We don't know how long that will last, because of course it's going through the courts. But I guess once it is finished, you're going to see a good spike in Apple. People don't want to play Apple right now because of this. They're scared. You know, they have a lot of money in stake with Apple at the moment, and if anything goes wrong with this particular court hearing or court case, then you're looking at Apple to spiral down to 125, 130 maybe, you know, in days. Donnell, mute it for me for a minute. All right, Donnell.
Yo.
I got it. All right, so everybody's muted? Okay, I'm up. All right, good. So back to you, Jess. So Apple, you're looking at something that will be stagnant, that will be trading sideways from quite some time, or until this court case is done. But if you definitely want to look at some type of long term, you just want to see what type of price action that Apple has been going through for over the years. Okay, let's say for instance back in March 24th of last year, Apple has been on a great run, as you can see, and it will continue its run. But of course, it has to go through this preliminary court case. But once it happens, and Apple, I don't know if they have to settle or whatever the case may be, if they delete Fortnite, I don't know what's going on. But until then, Apple will be sideways. So if you definitely want to go into a long-term deal, let's say for Apple, I would definitely pick up some shares now and hold. Let's say a month. I would definitely pick up some shares of Apple, of whatever stock that you're looking at right now, and hold, because Apple has been on a great run, and it will continue to have a great run once this is over. All right, Jess. Now, Jess, do you have a particular stock that you're looking at right now for long term?
Macy's.
All right. I don't see anything wrong with Macy's. Some of the stores, I believe, have been shut down, but the holidays are here. Macy's will make a good run. And if you want to, you can look back every year around this time frame from October to January, see what Macy's has been doing. Okay. So far, Macy's, it looks like it might have a chance to go up if everything goes right. But I would say I would hold for about at least 6 to 12 months for some profits. Because right now, from looking at this chart, I see Apple hitting this particular resistance, not anytime soon, but I would say within 6 months, Apple would definitely move up. So even if you buy 4 or 5 shares, you would definitely make a decent profit within that 5 or 6 months. Okay, so this is the resistance. This is the target within a 12-month period that I'm looking at for Apple. All right. I'm sorry, for Macy's. I'm sorry, for Macy's. So Macy's do look good. This is on a monthly chart right now, so you can see every month since December of last year, Macy's has been doing some good numbers every month. Yes, it had a little hiccups here back in July, but after that, it's been doing good. So from this trend that I'm looking at on a monthly chart, I would say it will continue. Reason being, because you see these last candlesticks here, those are nice bullish candles with no bottom wicks. So that indicates, that tells me right now, Apple will continue. I'm sorry, Macy's will continue a run. Okay. Now within that month time frame, you do have some hiccups here and there. There was a period of time where it went from $16 back down to $4, but then it moved up. So it does have a good chance to go up. I kind of like Macy's. Actually, I do like Macy's. So I would definitely get some shares, hold, and see what happened within 6 months. Okay. Now I want to see something else before I exit here. The volume, average volume, is good. You're looking at 17 million, 32 million on given days, 12 million, 10 million. So they're averaging about 10 to 11 million dollars per day on average. So that's a good thing. So I would definitely get it, and hold for within 12-month time frame, and see if you can get some money out of it. Because I believe Macy's ain't going nowhere. It just had its stumbling blocks, of course, like every stock. It has closed down some stores in the mall, so this took effect because of that within the last 12 to 24 months because of the store closures, but they're doing well online. So that's a good thing. So yeah, definitely get some. Right now it's sitting at around $31, 31.50, 31.90 and so forth. My next target within that 12-month time frame will be around 42, even 45. If it goes to 45 within 12 months, you're good to go. All right. So my next question, let's see who. Who else? Give me a second, guys. All right. Donnell, you asked how does contract move? Well, contracts move depending on. There's a lot of analysts, technical jargon that goes into a play long term. Even with contracts, you have to worry about the Greeks. Number one, you have to worry about the theta, the delta. Delta is your friend when it comes to calls because the higher the delta, that's the likely of the chance if you're playing weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever the even leaps. The higher the delta, that's the percentage that is likely is going to hit that strike price. Okay, so that's and I'll go over some charts on Robinhood and show you exactly what I'm talking about. But that's how certain contracts move, and of course the likelihood of future catalysts. So let's say, for instance, like what catalyst happened today that was good? I think like Nvidia, for instance, like Nvidia. Nvidia right now is going to have so many contracts within the next couple of months. It's crazy because I think there's a big company that will commission Nvidia to have their servers implemented in their business. So that's billions and billions of dollars. So that catalyst right there is spiking up Nvidia so fast. So there's so much catalyst with NVDA, and it's a gaming software slash semiconductor type company. So they have a lot of resources for the electrical world, and people are just jumping on board with NVIDIA because, of course, they have some of the latest technologies out there that can help any type of business, big or small. So there's a lot of contracts, and I think the government will have some contracts. And you can do your own research on any particular stock. You can do your own research and see what type of, let's say, future catalyst that's going on. Any type of merger. Merger is a big deal. Depending on which company that, let's say, NVIDIA merge with, that can be a big deal. So if it's something that you're seeing online, hey, there's a merger, there's a merger, there's a merger, people will buy contracts like crazy. So contracts move depending on the situation, and of course, there's people out there like me and countless of other people. They just sit back and chart these particular stocks. They just chart it to see what happened a year ago, see what price it was a year ago, check out the price action throughout the year, and see what we can do. Now, there's another website that I want you guys to get, and it's called Bar Chart, barchart.com. Okay, give you a chance to write this down. Bar Chart. It has a free and a paid subscription. Go ahead and get the free because that's all you particularly need. All right, and you can look, and all you have to do is go to options and see what type of overview that you want. Let's say most active options. If you click on most active options, it will tell you the symbol, the name, of course, last price, the change during that time frame or during the day, today, and countless of important information. The option volume, how many options were, okay, the percentage of the put and the call. As you can see, we're good with Exxon. I'm glad you guys went in today. with Exxon, because right now for the next 2 days, actually, hopefully for the next day, you're looking at some good numbers with Exxon. Okay, so barchart.com, you can definitely do it for free, or if you want the premium, I don't have the premium, I just have it for free. That's all I need, but I think it's around $29 a month if you want the premium, or if you want to do a yearly thing, this is how much it costs. All right, but I do have the free, and that's all I need. I don't particularly rely on bar chart, but it is a great tool for newcomers, because you can see what's going on. So you can say, hey, all right, ExxonMobil, today alone, this is how much volume that Exxon produces. 98.1% cause, volume 2.1 shares for cause today. So what that tells us right there, contracts are moving. Contracts are moving for Exxon. And you can go down the list, see what's going on. Okay, what's going on at AMD. All right, what I do, particularly, I don't look at anything else but the ticker and the put and call percentage. That's all I look at. So if I see PayPal, I want to see PayPal. All right. So I know for a fact PayPal have 66% calls for this week. So by tomorrow, PayPal will definitely go up. It's been down 10% today, but you're looking at a big uptrend, big gap up by tomorrow morning at opening. So Apple will move. You can go down the line, Nvidia, see what Nvidia has, 68% calls versus 31.3% puts. Go down the line, NEO has 68% calls for the week versus 31% put. So that means that buyers are coming in. Buyers will be coming in tomorrow. Okay, so this will give you an idea of what you can do the night before. So let's say for right now, you just sit back, go on bar chart, and see which particular plays that you want to enter, if it's feasible for you. I'm glad we went on Zom, because Zom right now is trending #1 here. A lot of people are shooting for it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I'm glad we got in early. So that's a good thing. All right. So barchart.com, you definitely could do. And also for, where is she? Did she leave? Where is she? CL, did you leave? Are you here? I don't see her. Ugh. Let's see something. Yes, she left. All right, let's continue with bar chart. Well, bar chart, has an array, a countless array, a plethora of information that you need for options. You go here, unusual, of course, most active. If you want to see some type of unusual volume, what's going on? Okay, why? If you're looking at a stock and you see, okay, why are these stocks moving so fast? You can see right here, a lot of people are buying BQ, uh, Boquill Holdings. Don't know anything about this particular stock, but I definitely will find out. But they have some good volume going on. And what you can do because of this, what you can do is always go ahead and Google BQ and see what's going on with this stock. Let's see something here. I want to see something. I don't see any news on it, but you can definitely Google BQ and see why the spike. Maybe it was being shorted. It doesn't say percentage of short. Yeah, so maybe it was being shorted. We never know. So we want to definitely go and find out why is this moving. Then what I'll do is go ahead and go on here, go on TradingView, type in BQ. Okay, it's a relatively new stock. Back in October, that's when the IPO came out. Ever since then, it had a nice run back in January. January, February, and all of a sudden it's going down. And let's see something here. This is the reason. Let me see, October. Oh, this is October 20th. But there's no specific reason why BQ has this unusual gap up. But you can always definitely Google it and find out what's going on. All right. Oh, let's go back to bar chart. There's more option things you can do. Different most active, unusual, highest implied volatility. I love playing stocks with implied volatility because it moves up so quick and you can get paid quick too. So if you're playing an option, let's say you're playing an option on GE 350% today. So if you got in the morning, by 11, 10 o'clock, you definitely should see a 80 to 100% profit and get out. So I love stocks with implied volatility because you can get in and out at no time because it moves so fast. So this gives you some information on different stocks that's gapping up so fast. All right. So that's a good chart to look at. Price history. You have a screener. I believe the free doesn't. I believe you cannot use the screener for this, but some other things you can do. Now, for people that's playing spreads, like myself and everyone else, in the group, you can see certain things that you can do as far as spread is concerned. Okay, and I'll teach you guys more about it within this next couple of weeks. I don't want to go into much details today, but yes, it does have information where you can definitely look at a particular stock and it helps you determine which strike price that you can go ahead and enter in for more, more of a stable type. Let's say if you're not really too sure about the play or even about the stock, yeah, you can definitely come on here and see what's going on. You can probably you can't. Well, for the paid one, I know for a fact you can just type in the name of the stock, and it'll give you all this information. So right now, it's just giving me just a couple. Yeah, I have to have the premium version of this to get more information. But right now, this is probably all you need if you want to go into a quick day trade tomorrow. All right. Any other questions? Oh, Dora, I know you had a question.
Hello?
Yes, I know you had a question.
No, I was just gonna say bar chart. I love it. That's how I do my pricing for my leads
That's
because
perfect.
it gives you the price history, so you can see prices people have paid for their contract. And I try to, as long as I go somewhere in the middle, like I try to go on the low, but as long as I get the contract somewhere in the middle, I normally do pretty well. So I do use it for the price history for leads.
Awesome, awesome,
Yeah.
awesome.
But my question was on Macy's. If you don't want to buy the shares, would it be one that you would consider buying an option on for Macy's?
I definitely would. I definitely would look at Macy's definitely to buy option. Now,
Okay.
yeah, Macy's has been doing good for the past couple of months. Has been doing really good. Actually, I don't want to chart.
Okay.
So yeah, I would definitely go because as you can see, it hit certain levels and it gapped up after it surpasses it. I'm going to show you something right here with Macy's. So Macy's has been some type of swing action going on. See how it goes up, then down, goes up, then down, goes up, down a little bit, and goes up. This is on a daily chart. Okay, so these are the resistance levels that Macy's hit. So ever since then, it's been going up, and I love it. So even if it goes down, and Donnell, I know you were asking me. I remember you was asking me, okay, how do you know when the stock? How can you predict when a stock is going down, or when you're in a play and that particular fallback or retest? This is kind of like just right here because what happened is it went up, it try to retest this previous level here. Okay, that the highest. This was an old resistance level. This now becomes the new support. So what it did, it went down and tested that resistance, that new support level, which was the old resistance level, and went back up. Okay, then it happened again here. It went up, it went down. So now it tested. Now it tested. Try to test this particular level. Remember, this was a support, or this was a resistance, but now it becomes a support. Okay, try to test it again, and it moved back up. Perfect. Then again, it it tested it, it retested right here, came back up, try to retest again, and went back up. So this is why I love just to chart certain stocks or all the stocks when we're in a particular play daily. That support, that retest level, it's easy to you can easily spot that. Easily spot that. All right. Oh no, you had another question, Eldora, about scalping, right?
Scalping. Like, how do you? I know you scalp sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So just like what you were saying about when you're looking at the chart and you're plotting your resistance and it gets to that level, do you get out the trade once it breaks through that resistance? Is that like, okay, I better get out because it's already it's breaking through the resistance?
Depending. Let's look at a stock. Give me a stock. I'm gonna show you.
Let's go with Visa. Since I got into a contract at the during Power Hour.
Okay. So let's go with Visa. Let me take this away. With scalping, number one, I look at these three time frames. Now for the trend, here's what I do. If I wanted to scalp this particular stock, I want to see what type of direction. Well, it really doesn't matter the direction, but it really doesn't matter which direction it's going, but it does matter which direction it's going because you want to maximize your profit as much as you can. Okay, so I would definitely look at the 15-minute time frame. Let's say I want to go into V first thing in the morning. Okay, I'm looking at V right now. V right now is on a particular downtrend, as you can see. All right, it's on a particular downtrend. It's been on a downtrend. Now it's been consolidating. You see that right here? This is a 15-minute chart. So it's been consolidating. So even with V right now, I would not go into it yet until I see a directional change. Because this consolidation could go anywhere. Why am I doing this? Yeah, this consolidation on a 15-minute right here can go anywhere. So I would wait and see where V is headed. I don't want to look at any other time frame because these could add noise to your scalping and could really mess you up. Okay? I don't want to look at any of these. My trend is my 15 minutes. Let's look at another. Give me another stock because this one here is consolidating.
Let's see. Let's go with PayPal. Well, PayPal is kind of consolidating too, I think.
Well, not necessarily because I can show you PayPal is going to spike up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in PayPal as well.
On PayPal? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it has been consolidating right now. I wouldn't even touch it until I see a confirmation, a confirmed direction.
Okay, let's go with Bank of America.
I was just about to say Bank of America. All right, perfect. Here we go. Bank of America, 15-minute time frame. What's it showing me? Nice uptrend. What I want to do, I definitely want to go into a call with this. So what I do, look at the 15-minute time frame. That is my direction. So that right now I won't short it. I will just go long on it. Okay. Just
And
for
what do you mean when you say short it? Can you explain what does that mean? I wouldn't short it.
short, it means either playing puts or playing a call.
Oh, okay. But you said I won't short it. I'll go long.
Right. Short meaning if it were in a downward direction, I would play puts on it.
Okay.
That's a short. I would short it.
Okay. Okay. Got you. Got you.
If it's anywhere upward direction, of course I will go long because you want that bad boy to go make profit in whatever direction. And the long is actually calls. I would play calls.
Making a call. Okay. Got you.
I would play calls, or even if some plays, I would just buy the share and just make a couple of dollars here and there. Especially the cheap 99 cent 99 cent stocks and so forth. I would buy like 1,000 of them. See if I can make $100, $200 within 3-4 minutes and get out. Stuff like that.
Okay.
So let's get back here. So the 15-minute, I'm looking at straight uptrend here from here on out. So what I would do is, just for a small confirmation, I would look at the 5-minute. 5-minute, again, is telling me right now it is in an upward trend. Slight consolidation, that's fine, because I know for a fact the momentum is upwards. Now, when I want to go into a play, I look for a small pullback. That's when I hit the 1-minute chart. Okay? I look for a small pullback, and I see that pullback is coming in first thing in the morning. All right, you see this pullback here?
I'm driving, so I don't see it. But
No problem. It's recorded, so don't worry. It's recorded.
Yeah.
On it. So I'm looking for a pullback. Okay, it's going to do a slight pullback, which is particularly fine. Then what I am going to look for is on the 1-minute chart is this key level here for it to break. Now you remember, you have seconds. You have 1 minute. So things have to basically fly fast. So once this break, all right, once the next 2 candles break up, I will go into a long for a couple of minutes. Okay, so you have to definitely set a key level, a reachable key level to go into. You can't just go in blindly. Why? Because at any given time, of course, stocks will just basically reverse on you just like that. So for my confirmation, I will wait till at least 2 or 3 bullish candles with no wicks at the bottom. No wicks at the bottom, telling me that it will continue a strong uptrend.
okay.
And this will be on a Heikin-Ashi chart. And this is another reason why I love Heikin-Ashi. And let me show you why right here. The regular candles will fuck me up. Just like that. You see all this here, all this noise going on and stuff like that? I would be scared to enter a play on this with the regular Japanese candlesticks. Me personally. Okay? Because right now, this is showing me that it is in a strong uptrend on a regular chart, but it definitely can reverse. All right? But I want to see something smooth, and this is what the Heikin-Ashi does. It smooths out the chart for you. Gives you a nice directional outlook on the stock. So what I would look for on the 1 minute quickly is for the next candle or the second candle to break above this resistance and continue an uptrend with a strong wick. Strong body, no wick at the bottom. It could be a large or small wick, that's particularly fine. But that bottom wick, you really can't see it. Or you don't want to see it, okay? Because you want that confirmation of a strong uptrend, and then you just go in.
Okay.
You go in, and actually, let's see if I can do one right now on let's go to ADA. Is ADA moving? Now let's go to BTC. All right, so we're in Bitcoin right now, okay? This is Bitcoin. This is the 1 minute chart because you know Bitcoin is 24 hours. So I can go ahead and play this right now for you. So I'm looking at right now for the 1 minute chart. I'm looking at a downtrend. So I know for a fact I want to enter on a definitely want to enter play a put on here. Let's say if this is a particular stock, okay? 9:30, you're ready to rock and roll. All right. So I'm looking right now. I'm looking for next candle to be red, no wick at the top, and a strong downward trend. And look what happened. You see that? That's the wick that just formed 5 seconds ago. So I can either wait, but I won't wait because I saw this here and I'm going in. That's money. I can either wait for it to come down more within that 1 minute time frame, because you got a minute, so you can wait 5-10 minutes to see where it's headed. But right now, that right there, that candlestick shows me, actually the last couple of candlesticks shows me that it will be on a downward trend. So I want to get in as fast as I can. So this is confirmation here, but if you wanted added confirmation, yes, I would definitely wait 5 or 10 minutes and see where it's headed. If it bounces off of this level, because this was the old level, if it bounces off, fine. All right, now this is the second one. You see how it's strong? Look what's happening in real time. This is real time here. So let's say at 9:30, 10 o'clock, if you want to go in and BAC, you just look at the 15 minutes. Look at the 15 minutes, see what type of direction it's going. Okay, and of course it's sloping down to a downtrend. That's fine. For added confirmation, I would go to the 5 minute, and as you can see, strong downtrend. Then I would wait 1 minute to enter to see if there's a small pullback. If it goes up, small pullback, and then enter if it continues downward. But right now, I see a strong downward trend, and I'll just keep going. I'll just enter right now if I need to, because these wicks are strong. Now look at this here. You see this in 2 seconds? Watch this. Watch the next candlestick. Bam. Strong candlestick downwards. So if I had enter here, I would make some quick money right now. You see that? Eldora? Oh, she's probably driving. But does everyone?
Nope, I'm driving. I'm here. That makes sense.
Okay, so I would wait. Now, if you want to wait, you know, like I said, if you wanted to wait, that's fine. Again, everything is strong. Now you wait. If the next candle, and I will go for it because I already seen the last 3 candlesticks, strong candlesticks downwards. Now, the next candle, if you want to be, cautious about it, I would just wait for the next candle and go in too. Now we have 8 seconds, and let's see what the next candle brings. If the next candle hit this and bounce, of course you wait for a pullback. But if it continues downward, I will go in. So 1 more second, bam. See what happened? See that candlestick? Nice downward trend. No wick at the top, small wick at the bottom, but yet it's a strong downtrend. So within that 3-4 minutes, that's a scalp right there. Between 3 to 5 minutes, you get in and you get out with quick cash.
Wow.
So that's how I do.
I think I'm afraid. I think sometimes I'll see so many. There's so many green candles or so many red candles. When I look at it, I was like, "Oh, dang, I missed it." Mm-hmm. But I guess you haven't missed it because it's still going down.
Yeah, it's still going down.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say I got in here at 66,989, and I know it's going down. That right there in crypto world is called pips. So I would have made like, probably 10, 15 pips, and depending the price that you enter for, I would probably make, probably $80, $100, just like that for these 3 candlesticks on a 1 minute chart. Now, here we go. This is what I want to tell y'all. Remember, all past previous higher highs, higher lows, and lower highs are support and resistance. Okay? Remember what I said. Remember the candlestick was up here. All right, we talked about that candlestick. We talked about it right here. What is it doing this? We talked about it at this candlestick. This candlestick. I told you what I'm looking for. The only thing I did was to set another support level because that was the previous support, previous low, because it surpassed the other support levels. This was another support level here. This was another support level here. This was another support level. So let's say if I were to go in here, I would wait for it to surpass this and go in. Boom, that happened. Then, of course, this is my other support level. I would wait for it to surpass here, then I would go in. But look what's going on now. You see that support level? It tested it. And look what's happening now. What do you think is happening now, Adora?
I'm on my.
I'm sorry. Let me explain. I keep forgetting that you're on the phone. But what's happening?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fine. Let me explain. Let me explain to everyone here. So what's happening here? Now it is testing the support level. Okay. So buyers came in. All right. So it tested it and it bounced off. Can somebody mute? Thank you. So now it tested it. It tested my support level. I set it just like that. It tested it. Now it's going back up. Okay, so that right there would be a nice pullback. This was considered a pullback. Now, if you want to wait, what I would do is, for me personally, I would look at another previous support and I would chart it. I would go here. Depending where it's at, I would set another key level here. So my key level here, since it bounced, if it bounces off of this resistance here and continues downward, then I will go in again. Because right now, buyers are stepping in. Buyers are stepping in because, of course, of this support level that I drew up, and it did exactly what I anticipated on it doing. It bounced off, continues up. Now, the only thing we have to wait for a more downward trend or more confirmation is if it bounces off this support level, this resistant level, and continue on down. And that's what I think it will probably do. So even on that case, I would probably draw a line like, I would do something like this. From here to here, and from here on down. This will be something that I would look at within the next 5 minutes. And if you want to go down further, of course, but yet this will be my target, and this will be my take profit right here. So for scalping, it's kind of easy, but you definitely have to spot your levels. You definitely have to spot your levels, see what you can do with it, and just basically chart it. And that's all I do. I chart. I don't rely on a lot of indicators and so forth, because a lot of indicators are slow. Sometimes they're like 5 to 15 minutes slow. They're lagging. They're dragged, so you won't really get that nice live action what's going on. And the easiest way to get that is just to go ahead and set a nice small support and resistance and see if it does what you want it to do. That's it. And all of this is basically probabilities. Okay, this is not guaranteed at all, but these are probabilities. Probabilities. Why? Because I know my previous key levels. You learn your previous key levels, then you can chart it the right way. All right. So here we go. So now here's another candlestick is gonna enter. Boom. Now it's a green candlestick. Let's see what happens. Okay, so there's two things you want anticipated on right here. If another candle, the third candle right here goes up, it's going to go back to a nice pullback. It's still going to continue a pullback. But what you want is the next candle or even the second candle to bounce off of here and go down. So in another 32 seconds, we can see what will happen. It doesn't necessarily have to touch it, but at least within this area, this is what you want to happen. This is your key area right here. You want this stock, of course, if you're on a put, on a short, you definitely want this stock to bounce off and go down. Okay, now look what's going to happen now. Get away from me. All right, so it did exactly what I wanted. It's doing exactly what I wanted. Small pullback, and it may continue on a downward trend. This is just a small pullback, and I'm waiting for two things: either another green candle to go up, or the other red candle to break this. And I know for a fact it will be in a downtrend, and I will continue to stay in this play. And this is how you stay in plays. You know how people get scared? Don, this is for you. How you get scared, saying, "Oh man, it's going back up. It's going back up." Don't worry. All you have to do is go back, at least for with stocks, just go back to the 5-minute chart and see what's going on. Because the 5-minute chart, of course, you're looking at buyers and sellers going in, just like that. But of course, you definitely have to see the big picture. You definitely have to see what trend what kind of trend that it's going on right now. So here we go. Here's my anticipation. I drew up these lines, and it's almost doing what I want to do, at least 50% right now. So I want my next candle to definitely be a red, definitely break my support, and definitely continue the downtrend momentum. So we have 32 seconds, and I'm hoping that the next candle will be red. If it's red, I want that red to at least go down here and touch it, or even surpass this line, and we'll see what's going on. So we have 17 seconds to see what this candle will do. Let's look at it for a minute, and then I'll continue. All right, 3 seconds. Let's see what it do. All right, again, slight pullback. And of course, you would know the anticipation on the pullbacks because, of course, it's in this particular key level. So now it's in a consolidation on the minute chart. It is on a slight consolidation, but it'll continue. And if you want some other type of confirmation, just go ahead and go back to the 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart, it's still on a strong downtrend. It is still in a strong downtrend, so don't even worry about that. You just want the minute chart to see where you want to go. Do you want to wait? Because of course it is in a downtrend. Do you want to wait or enter? But I don't want to enter. Let's say if you want to enter, let's say you just looked at the stock right now, you charted it, you don't want to enter it until it breaks some type of support. So 9 seconds, let's see what's going to happen. It might consolidate still. 2, 1. All right, so it might be going in on an uptrend just a little bit. But of course, as you can see, once you chart, set your support levels, set your resistance levels, set your key levels, look at the previous key levels to see what you can do, and go from there. That is it for scalping. Scalping can be easy, but yet it can be hard. People make it hard because they don't really look they don't really basically do technical analysis, and this is the easiest thing you can do. But once you know, and I want you guys to get to the habit of just doing this. I don't care where you do it. Even if you don't understand or don't know where you should set your key levels, just go ahead and set it. Just go ahead and set it. Practice on it. Look at the overall picture if you're doing scalping. This is my big picture here. Look at the overall picture. Look at the trend. Where is the trend headed? For a confirmation, I look at the 5 minutes. See, is that trend is in a continuation pattern? Then I'll go to the 1 minute and look for my entry. It's simple. And the same thing with stocks. It's simple. But of course, you guys are new. I don't expect you guys to learn everything within a 2-month, 3-month, 6-month time frame. It will take a while. for you to spot this. It will take a while for you to spot the previous levels. But once you do, trading will be easier rather. Trading is not guaranteed because there's some places that I chart the shit out of it and it went the other direction, which is fine because of course it's some type of news, some type of catalyst, whatever the case may be. It messed up my trade. But I want you guys to have at least a 60 to 70% win rate. That's a lot of money you can make with that 60 to 70% win rate. A lot of money. So that means out of 10 trades, you're only losing 3. How good is that? All right. I lose too. I lose every day. I lost today. I lose too. I try to chart it the best way I can, and it didn't go my way. I think I played personally 4 trades, and I won 3 of them. And then I entered some other trades with you guys like Zom, and Zom is going to make a killing first thing in the morning. All right. Any other questions before I get off?
So Zom is the wave over. Will it be chasing it at this point?
For tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Zom.
No, I didn't get in with you guys. So I'm saying, is it too late to get in? Would I be chasing it, or is it still time to get in?
Let's see something. See, the previous key level here, I think you still have a chance for a day trade. The previous key levels, you see this? This is what I love, again, for charting. This was a previous key level. This was a previous key level. This was a previous key level. All right, it broke through those, and this is what you want to look at. Once it breaks through a previous, I don't care if you chart it back 6 months, 7 months, a year. This will be the support level. The previous resistance will be a support now because it basically, remember, it broke the resistance. It's on a higher trend. So now that resistance, of course, it broke the ceiling, becomes the floor, becomes the support. So for a pullback, let's say if you want to go into a trade, actually, this is 1 minute. I'm sorry. I based everything for the next day on an hour time frame, just to let you guys know. And here's my trick to it. I based everything either for the overall trend. I go to the 4 hour. Now these are for day trades because with day trades and scalping, we're in there for maybe 3, 4, 5 hours, 6 hours, or even to the end of day, depending on how good the stock is doing. So I would look at a 4 hour time frame, look at the trend. I would go to the hour to see if that trend is continuing. Then I would enter in a 15-minute time frame. Okay, so this is the last 15 minutes of the day. All right, I think I had you guys enter at what, 60? What was it? 63? I believe it was $63 when I saw this. This is the pullback that I saw. Let me move it up. This is the small pullback that I saw, and I told you guys, okay, let's go in. These two here, this is the reversal pattern. I thought it was going to go down, so I didn't tell any of you guys yet to go in. I said I was looking at Zom to enter, but once I see this particular pattern, I didn't want to tell you guys yet. Then I saw this last pattern, a strong bullish pattern. I told you guys to enter. So right now we are in a nice trend. If I go back to the 1 hour, the 1 hour is showing me all sweet bullish candles with no wicks at the bottom. So I know for a fact Zom will continue at least throughout 1 o'clock tomorrow. We can cash out probably in the morning. So for you, Eldora, if you want to go in, I would be cautious. Just do 1 contract. Don't go overboard. You could definitely do 1 contract in the morning. Now, we have to wait for a pullback. You have to wait for a pullback. Don't just come in blindly. Look at the 15-minute chart. All right. Right now, I don't see any pullbacks yet. So I would wait for a slight pullback to go down to at least 60, 66.19 or 66.15. Okay. Reason why? I would chart it just like this. This was the previous. I would go here. This was the previous high. Well, this was a high, but I won't count that because this was a long one. This was a gap up. I don't really count gap ups. Yes, it will get filled, but I don't really count big gap ups like that. But I look at this trend here, and what I want to see it for it to bounce off of here, or even go down to at least 66.15 to bounce up. Now, once it hits 66.15, and you see if you see a reversal pattern, and this is the reversal pattern that I would look for, a doji, if you see that, then I would enter. But tomorrow there might be a slight sell-off with ZOM. For people like us who went in today, and tomorrow they want to cash out. A lot of people are doing FOMO deals. A lot of people every day they're doing FOMO. They want to make some type of money and get out real quick, which is what I want you guys to do too. At least for the new members, to at least with my membership, the mentorship group, I want you guys to get profit as fast as you can. All right. A lot of people don't have the $25,000 to in their account to stay in the trade and get out within seconds. I don't want you guys to occur any type of day pattern trades. That can easily halt your account for I think 30, 60 to 90 days and so forth. It has happened to me before. I had that particular price range. But you don't want that. How you can offset the day pattern trade, and this is what I tell you guys to do, is to go into a play 30 minutes before close and make profit the next day. That right there will avoid the day pattern rule. That's number one. But for you, Eldora, I would wait till it bounce off here. This was the previous key level. Wait till it bounce off here to go up. Once you see that reversal candle, then go ahead and enter. And if you're in a doji, if you're in a Heikin-Ashi, you have the Heikin-Ashi charts?
Yes.
Okay. So, and you know the reversal pattern is, right? This right here, the doji, reversal patterns. So if you see a nice green, or not even the green, I'm sorry. If you see this pattern right here, what this tells you right now, there's a fight between buyers and sellers. All right, the green body is the buyers, and you see the wick, the surrounding borders are red. So they're really fighting, and then of course you can see here, this will tell it all on the volume that if you look at the volume here, 14,000 people sold off today because they were probably in the play early mornings from here. They made their little profit and got out. These are day traders and scalpers. Okay, so they profit wherever they can, and the next candle right now, it was supposed to be a red candle, but then buyers moved it up. Buyers bought and moved that wick up, so it was trying to go further up, but of course it didn't. Sellers were still in, but of course 29,000 shares, if you can see here the volume, 29,000 shares were bought. Either swing traders, day traders, or scalpers came in and try to make some profit, because it did took a little dip from the previous high here. It took a little dip. Now people were coming in, not right now. And if you see ZOM on the option chart, and you can see it. See, a lot of people came in at the last minute to buy ZOM. So right now, for a fact, this will be a slight confirmation telling you that ZOM will pick up first thing in the morning, but it will have a slight pullback because more sellers will be selling, making profit, because they probably got it here. They made their little profit depending on if they bought thousands of shares or if they bought maybe 10 or 20 contracts, made a quick buck and got out. So sellers will be coming in. I want you to set a level that you're comfortable with, and then once you see the reversal, then we'll go in on a 15-minute chart. Okay, so set your level, like I said, and I'll set it for you right now. Set your level right here. So 6625 is where you want to chart this level at. Chart the level. All right. So you want to go ahead and wait for a nice pullback because it will be a pullback in the morning. Sellers will be coming in, but then the buyers will remain in, and more buyers will come in. So once you see that bounce from that 6625, once you see it go up to like 6630, 6635, that reversal, then go in. All right, but of course I know you're in the West Coast, so you definitely have to wake up and watch it. You know,
I will definitely set my alert and my alarm.
okay. All right, so that's how I give you guys plays for the next day. Okay, I watch certain things that happen last minute. Okay, maybe institutions got in and just bought a whole lot because, of course, and I'm gonna show you something here. I'm gonna show you something sweet. Okay, these were previous levels that it broke. All right, it broke this level. It broke this level. And it broke this level. So 3 times today, it's been breaking levels. And a lot of people see this, like myself. Once they see these levels being broken, you want to go in. Okay? It don't have to be peachy, but you just have to basically know the previous levels that this stock has been in and where to basically assign your support and resistance at. That's it. Just look at the previous levels. Previous levels. This particular stock is supposed to go up a lot, but sellers came in a little bit. As you can see, that long wick. Sellers came in. It started here. It moved up to the highest, but then sellers pushed it back just a tad bit. All right. And the next week, buyers just came in just like crazy. Right? That was a previous level. This one here, I would, just in case, I would put a previous level. But I wouldn't worry about this one. The one that I would worry about here is this particular one, the 6619. Did I say 6616? Yeah, 6616. And that's all I do every day. I just throw lines together. That's it. And I look at that, and just for more added confirmation, I have some indicators up that can definitely help me out too. Can somebody mute that, please? Mute your phone, please. Thanks. So these indicators,
they're not muted.
Thanks. Cynthia, can you mute your phone, please? Like another election day, polls are open. Not just for the candidates, but the constituents. All right. So let's go back to this.
Did you kick him off?
So this is what I would look for here, and for added confirmation, the RSI, of course, you want to see if it's overbought or oversold. For the MACD, you want to see what type of golden cross or golden death or death cross that's going to happen. And you remember I told you, now this is my confirmation. Remember I chart everything, but then these here just would be added confirmation. Remember I told you that it may bounce, it may dip a little bit and bounce back. Dora?
Yes.
Okay. This right here is telling me that it will happen. Reason being,
the MACD?
Yes, the MACD. Because the line, the blue line, is your trending line. Always remember that. The blue line is the trending line. So that trending line looked like it might go down just a tad bit and go back up. And that's exactly what I said. Even before looking at this, it is exactly what I said. It will go down just a tad bit and go back up. So this will be your perfect key level. Watch this, and then once it goes back up, or even do a slight cross, if you know that is going to cross a little bit, just go in. Just go in.
Okay.
Now look at the 1 hour. You see that cross? This is the cross that I want you to look at. Right there.
And the blue's supposed to be trending up.
Correct.
Over the red.
Mm-hmm. Or whatever
Okay.
color you have right now. Yeah, the trending line is supposed to always cross either upwards or downwards of the momentum line.
Okay.
So I got you guys in around here today, and it's been doing good ever since. So you're definitely going to see a pullback. This is my trend. This is what I look at before I go to a play. This is my overall trend. All right. Or I even go to the 4 hours just to see what's going on. All right. Upwards momentum. Nice RSI. It's not even being overbought yet, so that's good. Candlestick is perfect. Then I'll just wait for a nice confirmation on the 5 minute. I'm on the 15 minute. Now, if you want to be risky, I'll just go to the 5 minute too and wait for a small pullback. And then enter within the 5 minute time frame. But you have to watch the RSI because right now you see the RSI, it's a little bit overbought. I'm sorry. So you're looking at the trend here. You see how it's overbought a little bit and it's going down. So just wait. Now this is the 5 minute time frame. So you would probably wait. So I wouldn't even try this yet. And then I would look at my MACD. My MACD right here is showing me that it's about to cross. So that's my golden cross right here. So that's a confirmation. And then I'll just go to the 15 minute and I'll just wait.
Okay.
All right. All right, so that's it for tonight. So let's make some money tomorrow, guys. Let's make some money. And remember, if you don't know what's going on, if you have questions, please ask in the room, ask on Signal. And for those who have my number, just go ahead and text me, and you know I will get back with you as soon as possible.
All right. Thank you very much.
You got it. You got it. Guys, have a great night.
Okay, you too.